It's been a while, I feel, since we've read Rage of the Darkside.
What a while.
Can we get a recap?
Well, they're currently on a planet with no where electricity doesn't work.
Calgary.
Yet they're yet they're carrying around C-3PO's like corpse essentially because they have some sort of plan. Luke has that stick that glows that he's using as like a wooden sword in place of his lightsaber.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're looking for there though.
The Oltanium.
Oltanium, yeah.
Didn't they get captured by the natives?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Aren't they the Wongazon people?
Yeah, the Wongazons.
Yeah.
Or Wongazoans? Was it that?
It was Wongazons.
Wongazoanians.
Leia believes they know where the Oltanium is.
That makes sense, right?
Sure.
And they were like, there was a horse named a Zonyak or something.
Okay.
A Zonyak, a horse?
Why not?
I totally believe it, even though I don't remember it, but okay. All right, let's... the group is seen standing in the court of a palace made from stone. Elaborate wood carvings... I get it. From stone, elaborate wood carvings, and lots of parts from fallen ships. Several... Oh, that's right. The Drukas were the horses, right?
The Drooks are the warriors of the Wongazon people, so...
Oh, they're the warriors? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Several Drooks are around the palace and throne, as well as a few other creatures, such as a muscular green alien known as a Toog that is draped in gray cloth and has skin similar to a cactus, as well as some Urgmuks, a creature with mammal features, a long neck, two big cat-like ears, and blue... cat-like or hedgehog-like? Two big cat-like ears and blue tiny hairs that cover a leathery skin. On the throne is another Urgmuk that is
leave him alone. He needs privacy.
in a pink robe, and on top of his head is some kind of headdress or crown. The creature, whose name is King GaaKoo, speaks some words to the group in an unknown language.
Wow, we got a lot.
Yeah, we are all imagining this guy like in a hairnet and curlers in his pink bathrobe. Of course, like that's the only image you can.
Big floppy bunny slippers, sitting on the toilet. Yes, that's exactly what I'm picturing.
Doesn't make sense. GaaKoo.
GaaKoo goes on tight.
I really like they were adding GaaKoo to the likes of Keep Sardoon, Sendun Wakun, Captain Joom.
Chewie, set 3PO down in front of the king. Luke, can you get him working?
I think so.
Wait, what?
Chewie sets C-3PO down in front of the king and holds him up as Luke puts his hands on him.
Oh, I get it. Okay. 3PO is their projector, and they can't do this presentation. They're just setting him up like a projector.
They need to hook him up to a potato. Like that's how
Luke always get to work the projector. I want to work the projector.
All right, Chewie, stand back.
Luke turns and looks mostly at the Jedi as he explains an important detail to them about what he's going to do.
The power I'm going to use is controversial among the Jedi. You may never see me use it again.
Controversial.
Any other thing?
I'm going to use the R word a lot here, so just to understand.
And a lot of hard R. That's coming out right now.
Sen, Lanterna, and several other Jedi look at each other as they ponder Luke's meaning. Luke focuses on the Force as small amounts of electricity come from his hands and begin to power up C-3PO. Everyone looks on with amazement when all of a sudden his eyes light up and he is able to speak. Luke stops using his Force charging power and steps back so C-3PO can speak to the king.
I'm going to stop using it. I'll never use it again, and we will never speak of it again in anything.
Remember when they used the Force to leave their cell, and they used their Force to get past the guards, and they used the Force to hack the computers? And we were all like, I think they're relying too much on the Force in this fic.
Right, we were talking about it might have been the week that I was gone, but that came up like the idea of if this were like an 80s show, it's like the opening credits are like, oh, it's Cam Wessel, he's a Force guy, and then there's Lanterna Ugin, Force girl, Dune Wakoon, Force guy.
He's a party dude.
There's no like hacker dude. There's no like Navy SEAL guy. It's just all Force dudes because they can do anything.
Oh, are we back in space? I feel like I've been asleep for ages.
You're in the court of the Wongazon people, 3PO. We need you to talk to their king and explain what we are doing here.
Oh, is that supposed to mean something? I mean, oh, I see. Well, I shall try.
C-3PO walks up to King GaaKoo.
Wait, walks? I was expecting a pile of C-3PO. He's got his legs still?
No, he's fine. He just had no power.
Yeah, he had an EMP blast.
Now we're down.
I'm picturing him at the end of Empire where he's basically a backpack.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
That's kind of what I pictured too.
It's just because electricity doesn't work on this planet, and so Luke should not have been able to force charge something like a USB-C cable, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think what he's doing, he's tapping into the dark side like the Emperor. Using
Yeah,
that's why he's not going to do it again.
Lightning.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I feel like an exception could probably be made for just charging batteries, but
Honestly,
Or
I honestly
charges
really.
cell phones with a pendant.
He's just channeling his hate on how much he hates that wink robot.
I'm only at 3%.
Have you heard the tragic tale of Darth Plagueis? He took down several battery companies in his day. All right,
Yes,
C-3PO.
good.
C-3PO walks up to King GaaKoo as the king begins to speak. He says something in a very exotic language that only C-3PO can understand. C-3PO turns to the group to translate what was said.
He said that we do not belong here and that his people were slaughtered by people like us.
The king speaks again as he seems to wave his arms and point in an agitated manner.
seems
Oops,
to.
I effed that
I do
all
the
up.
king.
I translated it wrong. He's very mad and he's going to kill us. Okay.
I do the king.
Yeah.
That's Gungan. I understand
Can you
Gungan.
give me another read of that? I
It was
didn't
all
get it.
kill people. He says now, this time, he says that he has the strongest desire to put all of you into a dungeon until you decay, and that I should be melted down. Oh dear.
Well, he's part right.
Hardly know what.
3PO, tell him that the man responsible for killing his people is our enemy, and if he can help us, then we can help avenge the people his tribe lost.
C-3PO translates all of what Leia spoke, and the king replies.
Oh, he says that unless we can provide some proof of our intentions, we should all dismissed from this court immediately.
Well, that's a relief.
And sent at once to meet with our excruciating doom.
NECA leans into Celia to seek a comforting word.
Any chance your droid is mistranslating any of this?
Not likely. He speaks over 6 million languages.
Well, let's hope this one is one he's rusty on.
Han takes out a Republic ring from his vest that looks very expensive.
3PO, give him this Republic ring. Maybe that'll convince him.
Just a quick note, I want to say kudos to 80s Dave for at least trying to give 3PO like a reason to exist in the plot.
Yeah, I thought it was dumb that they were carrying him, but using him to translate, just a good use. That's what he does.
I
Thank you, Dave. I'd just be sitting here getting drunk without this consideration. Thank you.
I think that it was kind of silly to like force it to happen on the planet where it would make no
Yeah.
sense for them to take 3PO, but the general thought of like, you know, all he does is bitch throughout the movies. Let's actually like show that he can do something. I'm there for it. So
I'm also willing to give him a chance and say maybe this power that Luke is using is going to come back.
maybe.
The force charging? Sure.
Yeah.
Look, my car won't start. Can you give me a jump?
He's gonna move on to
Wait,
newer
is it
new
all right? Is it
faster
positive to
charging,
negative?
faster charging.
What do you do?
Or
You
Couldn't you
ground
just
the bread
translate through
table?
the Force?
Oh yeah, just use the force.
Yeah, he could.
In theory, yeah.
Okay. C-3PO walks towards Han and grabs the ring, but on the way back, he trips on the steps that lead to the throne and yells as he starts to fall and drops the ring while
Why is
also
he
knocking
walking at all?
while also knocking over a podium near the throne that displayed a wooden carved statue. As he tries to get up and fix the podium, Han shakes his head as several... Is that a new name, Dance? Han shakes his head as several others look ashamed as he struggles to recompose himself. Finally, in the struggle, C-3PO trips backwards and hits the ground as the king and several others, including Kippo, laugh at his clumsiness. Fuck yeah, Kippo.
Of course.
Luke walks over to...
Gets it. Hippo gets it.
Luke walks over to help him up and sets him back on his feet.
There you go. Try to be careful, okay?
Oh,
Hold
well,
on,
I'm
I've-
just so nervous. Really, it wasn't my fault. Why was I programmed to be a chicken shit? Seriously. I was made by a little boy.
The king stops laughing and says something to C-3PO that seems a little less aggressive than before.
What did he say, 3PO?
He says that we must not all be that evil, or I would have been vaporized for my foolish behavior long ago.
To the king.
Foolish behavior? I'll have you know.
3PO, ask him how we can get some Ultanium, and explain what we need it for.
3PO turns to the king and explains everything, and then listens as the king speaks. And then listens as the king speaks a lengthy reply.
Oh, I see. Oh, dear. He says that if our intentions are true, then we should prove our worth.
And how do we do that?
If we can bring His Majesty an egg from the lair of the terrible Gru... Oh, God, it's a side quest. Let's
Fetch
go on
quest.
a goddamn
You know what?
side quest.
I think the Gruwell is his wife.
Oh.
He wants one of his eggs.
Gruella.
I didn't get it in the... He said he didn't get it in the divorce. So he wants an egg from the lair of the terrible Gruwell. Then he will provide us with the Ultanium that we need.
Is that all? How do we find this lair of the Gruel?
C-3PO speaks to the king again, and the replies to the group and the replies to the group with his translation.
Oh, first we must walk across the deadly rocky path. Okay, we have an obby to go through that leads to the monster's cave at a place called the Sea of Infinite Screams. Oh, God, is this Tolkien writing this?
Careful, it's Rocky.
There's so much screaming. Oh,
Sounds like a cakewalk to me.
that's racist.
The king speaks to 3PO once more and gives him one final message to translate.
He further says that should we fail, it would be a sign of our unworthiness, and we will all be cast into the sea and drowned. Although I don't breathe oxygen, so good luck to you assholes.
Sounds wonderful to me. When do we begin?
Oh, Han, you cut up.
Scene 48. The entire group, as well as the king and all of the Drukas, are seen at the edge of a cliff overlooking a rough sea. Below are dangerous-looking jagged red rocks that form a path across the sea that lead to a large cave. The tide is constantly revealing and hiding parts of the path, making navigation across it extremely dangerous. Everyone has been giving back their weapons, and the king speaks to 3PO. Yeah, okay. And the
It's
king
supposed
speaks
to be
to
given, but yeah.
Yeah. Once I got what it was supposed to be, then it made sense, even though it doesn't. Whatever. And the king speaks to 3PO about the situation. After a few words, he translates.
King GaaKoo, Gesundheit, says that any number of us may attempt to walk across the sea of infinite screams, can't get over that name, but wishes to remind you that the penalty for failure is death.
NECA says to Celia.
So we have to choose between certain death and guaranteed death? Is there any other option?
We're going to make it.
Kind of trust thing, huh? Oh, no. Kind of trust thing, who?
Something like that. Probably more like
Something
huh,
like that.
though. But if anything happens, just know.
Hey, like you said, we'll be fine.
Han speaks up for the group in an attempt to put Luke in danger.
Whoa. Dafu?
Remember, Han wants Luke to die because Luke killed his son.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somehow
yeah.
he just
to put him in danger, he speaks before the group. So good.
so just every now and then Han is going to make a little attempt to kill Luke. Okay.
He's Dr. Smithing. That's what he is.
That's so good.
I think the Jedi would have the best chance of making it. Especially Luke. He should go.
You're right, Han. I will go.
Ooh, in your face.
And I'm going too.
Wait, you can't go. You're the Chancellor.
I won't ask my people to do something that I'm not willing to do myself. I'm going.
All right. I'm going to.
See, Luke has been demoted from brother to her people.
Guess so. Well, he killed her son too, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Awkward Thanksgiving.
Chewie
Yeah.
howls and steps forward to join the group.
I'll go.
I'm in.
Lando steps forward as GaaKoo crawls underneath his cape to hide.
I'm going too.
Then all of the Jedi and several troopers step forward, leaving only a few men behind to watch along with C-3PO, Zaxxon, and Agata.
I think it would be wiser if I stay here.
Han steps over by Zaxxon and points his pressure blaster at him with an angry look on his face.
We're in this mess because of you. You're going to Sun.
I see I have little choice.
I'm going with you too.
You better stay close then, Your Highness.
You watch your back and I'll watch mine.
Proud, stubborn, yet so beautiful.
Usually those things are mutually exclusive, you see. You better watch what you say. We wouldn't want to upset your wife now, would we?
Let's just get this done quickly, shall we? Just how do we get down from this cliff anyways?
Lando rotates his pressure blaster into the grappling hook position and fires it at a large boulder that is attached to the top of the cliff. He gives it a
Top of
sturdy...
the cliff?
Yeah.
It's just a few feet away.
Yeah.
Really goes in good from this distance.
Oh, you know what? They're gonna have a typo in a few moments that tells us what it is.
Okay.
He gives it a sturdy tug to make sure that it's stable and then speaks to Zaxxon.
We rappel down. Any questions?
Swipe 2.
Well, I knew that they were going to rappel down. Rappel down.
Right.
But
Yeah, it's a
but
typo.
why bother shooting it out of the blaster when you're standing up there
Right.
already?
Because it's cool.
Also, if you attach it to a boulder and then rappel down,
I
isn't
know.
there a chance that you just pull the boulder over?
I
Yeah,
imagine
it's not
like
much
a
of a boulder.
incredibly spherical boulder.
Yeah.
Like from Indiana Jones.
Right.
Yeah.
I think GaaKoo's people are just like greasing it to make it slide a little easier.
They're standing there with a big lever, just waiting.
Okay, well that was Rage of the Dark Side by 80s Dave.
Sure was.
Thank you, 80s
Thank you,
Dave.
80s Dave.
80s Dave.
Woo!
Interstitial quote. No one will be like you, Kashi, Zuzu insisted, and at that point, Yuya realized that perhaps this wasn't a volleyball-related concern.
And they weren't, in fact, good friends.
Is that Haikyuu?
It might be.
I don't know. Is that Haikyuu or is it? Because I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V has a protagonist named Yuya. I don't know.
Well, I mean, volleyball should be a clue.
Haikyuu.
Yeah.